What was it like shooting in the presence of Drake?
And
it was a banging video.
Yeah. Because Drake and Future was there, actually.
Drake and Future, yeah.
I'll say people like that just carry like a different presence, a different energy. Like, you know when Drake is in the building, you know,
definitely.
people tighten up, people act different, people start stuttering over their words. Like, what's going on? You know, people act different when celebrities are present. But I think as a videographer,
tier,
especially that tier, but I think as a videographer, like, you got to keep your composure. You know, you're at work. You're here to work. You're here to do a job. And it's like, you can't get stage fright in those moments because that's when your career could potentially catapult.
Got my boy Joel. Ooh, Joel Adrian. What's poppin', my guy?
I'm good, man.
You
Excited
good?
to be here.
Nice to see you again, brother.
It's been a long
my
time.
My talented brother Joel, man. What's up, man? Tell me, what's up? What you been up to, man?
I've been working, man. I've been resting. I've been getting my home together.
Okay.
That's been my priority these past couple months. I just kind of took a step back from work just to kind of focus in on working on my house, man.
And you just bought a house?
Yeah, just bought a house.
Congratulations, brother.
Appreciate it.
That's what's up. I ain't been over there. I know you ain't giving no invite, but it's cool.
I invited you to the house for me. You
though.
didn't come through.
We ain't gonna go there. Nah, just glad. But that's what's up, man. For people who don't know, you are a man of many hats. You're a very talented brother.
Appreciate it.
From me, my intro of knowing you was a videographer, and you is fire. and I only know you probably done got better. So talk about that. What inspired you to be a videographer?
Man, I used to be a rapper in high school, man.
Wow.
I don't know if you know that or not.
I didn't know that.
And like a lot of videographers in Atlanta, like the first thing I was shooting was music videos, my own music videos.
I think you let me hear music. It was good too.
Yeah. That was me back in the day. I'm not an artist no more.
Young Thug mad. Young Thug happy that you ain't come for him.
Man. All right. So yeah, I picked up the camera to start shooting music videos, and it just kind of evolved from there. Okay. Of course, I don't really shoot music videos anymore, nor do I make music like that. So I've really like transitioned out of that.
So when you shot your own music videos. Mm-hmm. So when you start learning the camera, like what age?
I picked up the camera senior year of high school.
Wow.
And this was before YouTube and everything, because nowadays you can learn pretty much everything off YouTube.
Yeah, definitely.
And this was before that, so I was just like messing around with the controls and everything. You know, you had to learn things the old-fashioned way back then, just trial and error. So that's what I did, man.
And you know how to mix and master music?
I used to know how to mix and master music really good, but I lost that.
Yeah, but I see that you don't work with a lot of great people. Your talents has brought you to actually make a career out of it.
Yeah.
So that is like mind blowing to know that you such a young brother and your talent, now you got a career out of it instead of like working a 9 to 5. That's your own business. Joel Adrian Films, what it is?
Joel Adrian Films is like the umbrella that everything falls under that my hands touch, but I work with a couple different companies.
Okay. So who all you done like work with, like for a celebrity?
Everybody always asks me that, man. Like I've worked with a lot of celebrities. Gabrielle Union. I filmed some stuff with Gabrielle Union a while back.
Okay.
2 days ago, I just filmed an interview just like this with T.I.
T.I., okay.
He was talking about like gentrification and building up the community and stuff like that.
Okay.
I filmed with Killer Mike at least 3 times at this point. So, you know, I got some celebrities.
Killer Mike cool. T.I. cool too.
Yeah, they both cool,
Shout
man.
Shout out them ATL. So which I saw a banging video on your Instagram.
Okay.
You shot it.
Which one? Because you know all of them banging.
What was it like shooting in the presence of Drake?
And
it was a banging video.
Yeah. Because Drake and Future was there, actually.
Drake and Future, yep.
I'll say people like that just carry like a different presence, a different energy. Like, you know, when Drake is in the building, you know, people tighten up, people act different, people start stuttering over their words. Like, what's going on? You know, people act different when celebrities are present. But I think as a videographer,
tier, especially
that tier. But I think as a videographer, like, you got to keep your composure. You know, you're at work. You're here to work. You're here to do a job. And it's like, you can't get stage fright in those moments because that's when your career could potentially catapult, you know? So you actually got to be more focused. You got to go harder. You know, you got to be more creative when you're working with celebrities because, like, they can really kind of give you, like, a leg up and a little bit of clout in the industry.
Right. So being a videographer and you done shot for people like the name we just said, Drake and Future, do you actually hold conversations with these people or you just shoot?
That's the thing, man. It's like celebrities, man, they're on such a time crunch.
Right.
You know, they don't have a lot of time. They're in and out. They come in there to do one job. You know, they probably shoot with videographers and photographers every other day of the week. You know what I'm saying? So you don't really get to spend a lot of time with them. So it's hard to like really like when people say, oh, what is he like? What is he like? I'm like, I don't know the person's like Drake's personality for real. I just came in, shot him because like when you shoot with celebrities, you have a 30-minute time block or like an hour time block. So it's like they're in and out. If you got them from 4 to 5, they got something to do at 5:15. So you know, you have them for an hour or 30 minutes, you get it done, and then you move on, you know?
Yeah, when I saw that video, I said, he got to shoot my part. Definitely got to shoot my part.
And I did.
You did, and it was a banger, bro. It was a banger. I think my video was better than that one. It's about right now.
Yeah.
It's about right now. The quality, I think they had a little... I don't know if they had better quality. I don't know. I think their pictures are more crisp.
Hey, I didn't shoot you no differently than I shot Drake and Future.
Okay.
So I put the same energy.
Ooh, appreciate it. Cool. So how do you balance now that this is your business, right? This is your livelihood. Mm-hmm. How do you balance being on call? How you balance your schedule and enjoy your make time for
regular,
let's say everyday life. How you do that? Because last time I checked, you was with what's her name? The YouTube people in the mountains and the lady who went with Kuzma. She was talking to Kuzma at the time. She a model.
You talking about Kuzma?
She was talking to Kyle Kuzma. She the model, Winnie.
Oh, Winnie Harlow.
You was in the mountains with them. I was like, this man everywhere.
Yeah.
So what, you was in Colorado?
I was in Colorado.
Okay.
But if the question is like, how do I balance like entrepreneurship with everyday life?
Right.
And just like even making time for myself, and like the podcast is on mental health, so like mental health too. It's hard. It really is, man. Cause like in entrepreneurship, you wear so many hats, like you said. You know, I'm the videographer, I'm the editor. You know, I manage the finances.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I manage client communications. I got to keep in touch with everybody, sending emails back and forth. And that's different than like a regular 9 to 5 where your job is like linear. It's like you do this and this only, or like these couple things, but that's it. But with entrepreneurship, the things that you do in a day could change every single day. So you got to be flexible. And it is kind of hard to like make time for yourself because there's always something to do. You know, it's like the work is never done. But for me, I've come to realize that like, if I don't just say, you know what, I'm taking a step back today, it'll never happen. Mm-hmm. I used to be the guy that would say, oh, you know, when I get time, I'm going to go on a vacation or do whatever. But that time would just never come. That time would always escape me. So I literally had to just put my foot down for my own sake, for the sake of like, my family, my friends, different relationships, just say, you know what, I'm taking a step back today and tomorrow, and I'm gonna come back whenever, you know.
So how many people have you told like no, like being on call? Like, do you prioritize like this is more important because the bag is higher than this bag, so I'm gonna drop this bag, or do you try to make yourself available by opening up your schedule to everyone?
That's where honestly, like in the beginning of my career, and even recently, honestly, like that's where I was messing up a lot. I was spreading myself out thin, and I was saying yes to everything. And I started to realize that like maybe that came from like a scarcity mentality, because it's like, oh man, if I don't say yes to this project, what if another one don't come through?
Right.
You know, but as I started growing in my career, I started realizing like I can't keep saying no to I can't keep saying yes to every single project that comes on my plate, because then I'm not gonna have time for one, bigger projects and bigger blessings. And also I'm not gonna have no time for myself, for my friends or my family, you know?
Right.
So I tell people no all the time. Like
I only can imagine.
realistically,
you find what you do.
I say no more than I say yes now. And that's
definitely-
actually something I'm proud of. So
You definitely find what you do. I can't. That's hats off to you. You are the GOAT in videography. You told me no one time. You said, I said, hey bro, can you edit? Seriously, bro. I don't even do editing no more. I don't even do videos no more, bro. I'm on to the next. I'm like, what, bro? I just seen your page.
Yeah, I don't do that no more.
So how was it? How is it? You be recording the Food Channel, Food Network. How is it doing that? You taste probably a lot of food, huh?
Yeah, I was working with the chef for about 2 years, Darius Cooks. It was fun.
Okay.
I think in general working with influencers can be fun, but I found that working with influencers can be really a full-time job. You know, they have so much that they need to document, and you kind of have to be on call, you know. And I think, and the whole reason that I went into entrepreneurship is to escape the feeling of like having a 9 to 5. And when you work with influencers, like the people that I've worked with, it's almost like you're clocking in, you know.
Right.
You're on call all the time. There's always like different brand deals that you have to capture. So it was fun working with Darius Cooks is who I worked with. Lots of good food, you know, definitely put me on game and cultured me to a lot of different food experiences. Realistically, that's who I learned to cook over those 2 years of working with him. Like, so I'm definitely grateful for that experience, but eventually I had to move on from that.
He made y'all made some fire dishes too.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, the angles was right.
Yeah, it was fun.
You gotta make
man.
sure the white chocolate in the right place. I'm like, okay, cool.
It was fun.
So what do mental health mean to you?
That's a loaded question, man. Mental health to me is, let me pause for a second, because I like to like I want to be careful with how I like say things. So
I got you.
What does mental health mean to me? I think mental health for me is like, sometimes like in life you just move so fast, you don't really take a seat and like think about like, how am I feeling in this moment? Like, am I stressed out? You know, am I feeling anxiety? You know, I think a lot of times when you're so consumed with work culture, you don't even think about how you're feeling in the moment. You're just work. You know, you're not thinking about, are you eating right? Are you sleeping right? You're just thinking about the grind all the time. So for me, mental health is taking a step back from grind culture and work culture and just focusing on like, you know, being present and like checking in on my relationships with my friends and my family and even romantic relationships with my girl, you know, and also myself, like thinking about like, am I eating correctly? You know,
Right.
Am I getting at least 8 hours of sleep a night? You know, mental health is just making sure that mentally I'm in a place where I can like sustain myself and my relationships too. That's
what's up. That's a good take on it. What going back to your recordings with the what's his name? Darius Cooks.
Yeah.
Did you him or any other person, did you ever develop a like outside relationship, or all your people is just business?
Nah, not at all. And it's funny because like if you contrast like working with like celebrities with other people that I've worked with like frequently, like Darius Cooks, who I worked with for 2 years, a couple who focuses on like financial health and wellness, Rich and Regular, like I developed real relationships with these people because I was around them often. You know, I learned a lot from Darius. I learned how to cook. I think that's an incredible skill. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of people that go through life and they eat takeout every day because they don't know how to cook themselves a meal.
And he ain't just cook regular fried chicken.
Nah, honey, lemon, pepper. Like it ain't just like in the batter,
no regular hamburger,
right?
Gouda cheese,
right. So working with Darius taught me how to cook and also be creative when I cook and experimental and not have to like color in the lines all the time and follow the recipe, 1 teaspoon of this. With Darius just like kind of flows when he cooks, and I kind of picked that up from him. Another client that I learned a lot from was a client called Rich and Regular. They really put me on game when it came to like investing and thinking about financial wellness and having a 10 or 15 year perspective on where you want your finances to be. So I'd say like they changed the trajectory of my entire like financial future just by them being my client, and eventually that turned into like a deeper relationship as well.
That's good. So what is your 10-15 plan for Joel Adrian Films?
I don't plan to be working in 15 years, to be honest with you.
So I'm saying, do you plan to delegate the work or just retire? Like, do you want to build an empire and delegate the work and sit at home and, delegate, let Joel Adrian Films like
turn
speak
into
for itself? Yeah.
A big corporation.
Because you're very good, and I'm pretty sure. Can you see yourself training people to be like you? Like getting a team together?
Maybe.
Like, hey, Joel, we need such and such at Mulatto's shoe. Da-da-da-da-da. You know what I mean?
Me and my partner talk about this a lot, honestly. 10 years from now, honestly, like people ask, like, do I want this to turn into like some sort of big production company?
Oh yeah.
And the truth is, no. I'm not somebody that likes to manage other people.
Oh, okay.
And if you ask anybody who's like ran a real business, they'll tell you like that's a lot of work, running the business and managing like employees and stuff. And so for me, like my plan, honestly, is to go really hard for the next 5-10 years, make as much money as I can, invest as much money as I can, and take a step back. You know what I'm saying? Slow down a lot and just focus on my family at that point. I think in 10 years from now, like I'm going to be more so focused on my family, mental health, stuff like that. I'm not trying to like run some big company and have a bunch of people under me. I know that's the dream for a lot of entrepreneurs, but that's not my dream. Like I'm trying to chill, to be honest. Like I go hard right now.
Make my paper and chill.
Come on,
chill out. That's what's up. So, what is relationship like for you in Atlanta?
What kind of relationships?
Relationship? Is it a missus? You just got friends?
I'm in a relationship.
Ooh, okay.
I'm in a relationship.
Okay, all right.
She's an amazing woman. She challenges me. She makes me go harder. She has standards and it's. I feel like as a man, like we like to win. We like to feel like we accomplished something. And like when I met her, she had like particular standards and things that she did and didn't do, and I had to kind of like adjust and like acquiesce to like her needs. And to me, it was kind of fun, like being able to experience that for the first time, because I'm not trying to like gas myself up or anything like that. But a lot of times relationships wise, like I'll go into a situation and a lot of times the females just be ready to just like settle down or whatever. I'm like, damn, this wasn't even a challenge. Like, so.
And men love challenges.
Men love challenges. So for me, like, meeting the woman that I'm with, getting to know her, it's been a challenge. It's been rewarding to get to know her, and like she really pours into me, and I think that's important.
That is very important. That is key. Where you met her, in Atlanta?
Yeah.
She's from Atlanta?
Nah, she's from Virginia. She moved to Atlanta just for work off a whim. She just felt like this was the place for her. And it was the place for her because she met me.
Hey, and she ain't going no. Well,
locked in.
That's what's up, brother. So what's next for you?
What's next? Two things, man. I'm trying to like, because I feel like 2019, 2020, and maybe even a little bit of 2021, like I was working with a lot of different people, doing a lot of different things. I was still saying no to a lot of things, but if the bag was right, I was just like, yeah, I'll do it. So I was in like a lot of different directions. But I think 2021, I want to be more focused on like becoming a documentary filmmaker. And also like I work with another company called Maestro, and they're becoming like, I think they just got recognized as one of the 200 top new technology companies. And basically like if you have a course or a masterclass, anything like that, or if you're like a thought leader and you just want to release an online course, you can release it on the Maestro platform. And I shoot those courses and masterclasses. And I love those because even though it's not like the most fun thing, it's not like shooting a music video and like fast cars or anything like that. I learn a lot from those people, you know. We film courses on real estate investing, mental health, you know, a lot of different business models. So it's like I'm just absorbing all that information and I'm gonna use it one day.
So the documentary field, what is that a different type of bag, or that just what you like to do?
When you get into like high-end documentaries, it's a different type of bag. It's a different type of bag because now you working with like HBO and Netflix and stuff like that. So you have like that corporate money.
Is that one of your
in.
long-term goals to get with HBO?
Yeah. To work on like a feature-length doc that gets picked up by like HBO or Netflix or Hulu. That's in my 5-year plan. I hope it happens sooner than that, but I know for a fact that it's gonna happen within the next 5 years.
That's what's up, man. I'm gonna be right that chin on, bro. That's my boy. You better pop your
pause on the credits and be like, "That's my boy, Joel Adrian."
But yeah, man. So I first want to appreciate you for coming on, man. Tell the people where they can follow you at.
You can find me at follow me on Instagram, Joel Adrian Films, or you could catch me on my website, www.joeladrian.com. And also, for all the entrepreneurs, get a website or incorporate your name. If your name is John Laster, johnlaster.com. My name is Joel Adrian, so I do joeladrian.com. That way nobody can ever like steal your image.
Oh, okay. So JTL Management is me. Everybody know that.
JTL Management, facts.
JTL Management. So I want to thank you for coming on, man. I appreciate you for taking time out of your day to come on and have a conversation with me, brother.
Appreciate it, man.
Wish you
nothing
but the best. And congrats on your new house, man. I got you a microwave from Dollar Tree, so you know
that thing gonna burn the house down, boy.
But no, for real, I genuinely appreciate you for coming on, man. And I want to leave my viewers with this: in order to solve the problem, you must first identify the root of your problem. This your boy Jay, and I'm signing out. Love. Yo.